Welcome to Mikab Model College online tutorial. We hope at the end of this lesson, you will have acquired the expected learning outcome. Sit down and listen attentively as we introduce your subject teacher.
I welcome you to the class of accounting. My name is Obansa Azobehe Michael. I shall be taking you financial accounting. In financial accounting, we will be starting with the introduction to financial accounting. In the introduction to financial accounting, we will be seeing what accounting is. We will be discussing what are the terminologies and the definition of financial accounting. We will be relating financial accounting with bookkeeping, because you cannot discuss financial accounting without bookkeeping. Bookkeeping gives birth to financial accounting. And now let's go through the introduction by definition. Accounting is the process of recording, classifying, selecting, measuring, interpreting, and communicating financial data in a mathematical manner, so that the financial position of any business can be readily ascertained at any given period. Now, we'll be taking a look at the terminologies that are highlighted in the definition. The first one we'll be discussing is recording. In a business, it is very, very important that you record all the transaction that is taking place from the beginning of the month to the end of the month, as the case may be. It could be from the beginning of the year till the end of the year, depending on the accounting period that is defined by the organization. Now, it is very important, rather, for us to record. Recording is important. What do you record? You record financial information that relates with finances. We also classify them. Why do we need to classify financial information? We need to classify them because there are different types of information. There are different classes of account. There are different transactions that is bound to take place. Take, for example, you can have assets mixed up with liabilities, mixed up with expenditure. There is need for us to classify them. You separate assets from liability, you separate expenditure, and so on and so forth. Then we select which one is useful at a particular point. You select. You need to select, you need to make selection, you need to choose the one that is useful for a particular period. Having selected, you need to measure. Measurement in accounting is done in monetary terms, depending on the currency of the country which the account is being prepared in. Like in Nigeria, we measure financial information using the naira and kobo. Like in US, they use the dollar and so on. So we need to measure in monetary terms. Then we need to interpret. There are people that did not have idea of what you are doing. For example, a layman did not have idea of what accounting is. There is need for you to interpret to them what accounting actually means. What the information that you are presenting, what they means. For example, you call a doctor and present just an ordinary cash book before them. They may not understand what you mean by the debit side and the credit side, except there is what? Interpretation. That is why it is important for you to interpret in accounting. Having interpret, there is somebody that needs what you have interpreted. You need to communicate the information to the end user so that they will make use of them. So this is what accounting is all about. Take note that the tool that is being used in accounting is mathematics. That is why in the definition we have on the board, we said it should be done, the data should be recorded in a mathematical manner using figures. That is why we said it should be recorded in mathematical manner, so that the financial position, so that the worth of the business can be readily ascertained at any given period of time. What is the worth of the business? Is it viable? is it not viable? We will know the value and the worth of the business at any given period of time. Now we will be seeing the other aspect of financial accounting, which is bookkeeping. Do not forget that bookkeeping is the one that gives birth to financial accounting. Why? Because from the definition that I have given to you earlier, we see that there is recording there, and the recording phase of financial accounting is what bookkeeping is all about. Bookkeeping is the systematic recording of transactions on daily basis in the appropriate book. As a bookkeeper, there is need for you to keep different types of book. You will be having one, the creditor's book, two, you have the debtor's book, and so on and so forth. There is need for you to record all transactions as they occur on daily basis in each of the book. If there is sales on credit, you record them. If there is sales by cash, you record them. You use the cash book in recording them. So a bookkeeper is that person that keep accounting records. Now, in other words, it is the process of recording data relating to accounting transaction in the book of accounts. We have to see that it is the process of what? Keeping accounting record. You keep accounting record. What has been bought today? What have we sold today? We will record them. Now I want to quickly see the importance of accounting and bookkeeping. It is very, very important for us to know that accounting is not just something you practice. There should be something that we derive from it. What do we stand to gain from accounting when we study it? Now, number one, we have accounting information can be used for decision making. Every organization needs to take decision on whether to continue the business or to discontinue the business. Should we increase our stock level or we should reduce our stock level? All these will be monitored by what? Financial accounting. And we can monitor this through the information that is being generated during the course of preparation of financial information. Now, the next one is that it improves permanent record for all transactions. You see, there are some organizations that don't keep record. If you are not keeping record, you will discover that at the end of the day, you will not know whether the organization is making progress or not. For you to monitor the progress of the organization, there is need for you to what? Keep accounting record so that you will be able to monitor which year do I make profits, which year do I sustain loss, and when should I increase my stock level. All these are important that we can derive when we make use of financial accounting. The next one is that it helps to determine the level of profitability. You want to know how much profit is made in year A compared to that of year B. A financial accounting information helps you to determine that level. The next one is that it is used for tax assessment. The government usually collects tax from her citizens. How is that done? The business that you are running, they will look at it, tell you to file a return, bring the return, they will check and know the amount of profit that you have made throughout the year, and they will assess you based on the profit. Therefore, we say it is important for the government to use financial information to assess tax. Now, the next one we'll be looking at is that it helps us to prevent fraudulent practices. There are thieves around, we cannot ignore that fact. If accounting record is being kept, you will discover that it will be difficult for somebody that just been employed in the organization to enter or go into the finance and start picking things that doesn't belong to them. Accounting record will help us to track all the fraudulent practices in accounting. Next, we see that the level of income and expenditure is shown. We want to see how much have we actually spent during the trading period, how much have come in for the business during the trading period. All this is shown at a glance when we make use of what? Financial accounting. Now we want to see the difference between bookkeeping and accounting. Do not forget, like I told you earlier, that you should not confuse bookkeeping with accounting. There is great difference. Where bookkeeping ends, that is the beginning of financial accounting. Therefore, it is like who a nurse is to a doctor. The nurse is the one that assists the doctor. Therefore, financial accounting derives its help from the bookkeeper. First of all, before we discuss that, I want you to understand that the personality involved, the names that is being given to them differs. The personality involved in bookkeeping, we call them bookkeepers, while in financial accounting, the personality involved is called an accountant. You need to also understand that the bookkeeping is the basis for accounting. What does that mean? It is the one that gives rise to financial accounting, whereas we said that the accounting itself is the basis of what? Business language. How is that done? You want to sell an item to somebody. You said, I'm selling it 40 naira. Accounting is what? The basis for what? Business language. Bookkeeping, it is the recording phase. Like I said during the introduction, I said you are going to record all the transaction that has happened, that has occurred from the beginning of the month till the end of the month. That is the recording phase, bookkeeping. Then you will now translate that into financial accounting. You want to know, is profit made or is loss sustained? In this process, you are practicing accounting. Now, the next we said it cannot help for decision making. That is bookkeeping. Bookkeeping cannot help for decision making because it is just a record. Take for example, I have a record called cash book. All the sales that is made on daily basis will be recorded in my cash book. Then all the credit sales that is made during the day will also be recorded in the credit book. Therefore, you will see that it is just an ordinary book, that is bookkeeping. Ordinary book that has nothing to do with what? It has nothing to do with financial accounting. It is just a basis for financial accounting. Whereas financial accounting will help you to what? Take decision. You will be able to make decision on whether to continue the business or not, based on the record obtained from the bookkeeping. Yeah, we are going to end this class. We will be continuing the next episode from the users of accounting information. Thank you.